What makes men cheat isn't temptation. It's something far more surprising. The truth about why men cheat, psychology behind it. Most people think men cheat because they're bored, or because they want variety, or because they're just wired that way. But none of that is actually true. The real reason men cheat is far more uncomfortable, far more psychological, and far more common than anyone wants to admit. Men don't cheat because of sex. They cheat because of something deeper, something emotional, something they don't even understand about themselves. What I'm about to reveal will change the way you see male behavior forever, and you'll finally understand why good men, loyal men, committed men end up doing the one thing they swore they'd never do. Let's start with the truth no one talks about.
Real attraction grows from quiet assurance, not performance. She feels your energy before you ever speak. When you're centered, she's drawn in. But the moment you start chasing, seeking reassurance, over-texting, or doubting yourself, she senses it instantly. Neediness and insecurity drain attraction faster than words can fix. It's not what you say, it's the energy you bring into every moment. Women don't just lose interest, they disconnect when the emotional flow breaks. It's not about chasing her or fixing her feelings. It's about regaining your calm, your focus, your center. When your energy is grounded again, attraction naturally returns. Because real connection isn't about control, it's about emotional stability and presence. 1703.
Cheating starts long before anything physical happens. Here's something most people never talk about. Men don't cheat because they want more women. Men cheat because of how one woman makes them feel. It usually starts subtly, almost quietly. A woman at work laughs at his joke. A coworker compliments his shirt. Someone says, "You're really good at what you do." It sounds harmless, and it is harmless, at first. But then something happens inside him. He feels seen. He feels valued. He feels appreciated. Feelings he may not have felt in a long time. Men rarely get emotional attention. Society expects them to be strong, to never complain, to never ask for affection, to never say what they need. So when another woman notices him, genuinely, his brain lights up in a way he didn't expect. Not because he wants her, but because he wants the feeling she gives him. This is where the danger begins. Not with flirting, not with touching, not with secret messages, but with one thought. She sees me, more than my partner does. That single idea grows slowly, silently, underneath everything. It becomes emotional gravity, pulling him towards something he never planned to pursue. Again, this doesn't excuse cheating, but it reveals the truth. Most affairs begin in the heart long before they ever reach the bedroom. When a man cheats, most people assume he walks away without feeling anything. But the truth? The aftermath is often far more complicated than anyone talks about. Some men feel an immediate rush of guilt, not because they plan to hurt their partner, but because the reality finally hits. They crossed a line they can't step back over, and now they have to face a version of themselves they don't like. Others fall into confusion. They start questioning everything. Why did I do this? Do I actually want my partner? Is something wrong with me? It's a mental war between the thrill they chased and the peace they destroyed. And then comes regret, the kind that keeps a person awake at night. Not always regret of the cheating itself, but regret of the consequences. Losing trust, damaging someone they care about, destroying their own identity as a good man. Here's the painful reality. Most men don't cheat because they don't love their partner, but the aftermath forces them to confront all the things they've been running from, their insecurities, their emotional gaps, and the parts of themselves they never wanted to admit existed. And whether the relationship survives or ends, life after cheating is never simple. Because rebuilding trust isn't just about fixing the relationship, it's about fixing themselves. This is the question everyone wants answered. Once a man cheats, can he truly change? The honest answer isn't simple, but it is clear. A man doesn't change because he's caught. He doesn't change because he's threatened. And he doesn't change because he promises to. Real change only begins when he understands why he cheated in the first place. If he cheated because of impulse, he has to learn self-control. If he cheated because of insecurity, he has to face the wounds he's been ignoring. If he cheated because he felt emotionally disconnected, he has to rebuild communication, not just with his partner, but with himself. And here's another truth. Change is possible, but it requires discomfort, accountability, and uncomfortable honesty. It requires facing the damage done, not minimizing it. It requires rebuilding trust, knowing it might take months or years. And it requires breaking old habits that once felt normal. Most importantly, change only happens when he wants to grow more than he wants to hide. Because cheating isn't just a relationship problem, it's a personal one. And the men who truly transform are the ones who stop blaming circumstances and start working on the version of themselves they've been avoiding. The real question isn't, can he change? It's, does he care enough to grow? Cheating is almost never about the woman he cheats with. And it's not even about the woman he betrays. It's about him. It's about the man who doesn't know how to sit with his emotions. The man who runs from responsibility instead of facing it. The man who trades long-term stability for short-term escape. The man who thinks attention equals connection. And the man who mistakes desire for validation. Most men who cheat aren't looking for a better woman. They're looking for a moment where they don't have to feel their own emptiness. But here's the hope in all of this. When a man finally understands that cheating exposes his inner wounds, not his partner's flaws, that's the moment he can break the cycle. Healing begins the moment he stops pointing outward and starts looking inward, because strong relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on self-awareness, honesty, and emotional maturity. And the truth is simple. A faithful man isn't faithful because temptation disappears. He's faithful because his values are stronger than his impulses. So the real lesson is this. If a man wants a healthy relationship, he must first fix the relationship he has with himself. That's where loyalty begins. That's where trust is born. And that's where real love actually becomes possible. How relationships can actually heal from infidelity. Healing after cheating isn't easy, but it is possible if both people understand what healing really looks like. Most couples make one of two mistakes. Mistake number one, pretending everything is fine too quickly. They skip the hard conversations. They bury the pain. They rush forgiveness just to move on. But unspoken resentment always comes back. Mistake number two, staying stuck in blame forever. Every argument becomes a reminder. Every old wound gets reopened. Forgiveness becomes impossible because trust is never rebuilt. But real healing sits in the middle, not in denial and not in punishment. Here's what healing actually requires. 1. Radical honesty from both people. The cheating partner must explain the why, not just the what. And the hurt partner must express how deeply it damaged their emotional safety. 2. Rebuilding trust through consistent behavior. Not words, not promises. Consistency. Daily actions that show reliability, transparency, and emotional commitment. 3. Understanding the root problem, not just the betrayal. Cheating is a symptom. The real issues are emotional needs, insecurity, lack of communication, or unresolved wounds. 4. Creating a new relationship, not re-entering the old one. The old relationship is gone. The new one must be built intentionally, with clearer boundaries, deeper honesty, and stronger emotional awareness. And here's the most important truth. Some couples become stronger than ever after infidelity. Not because cheating helped, but because the healing forced them to grow. The relationship that survives cheating is not the same one that existed before. It's deeper, more conscious, and more emotionally awake. Healing takes time. It takes patience. It takes effort from both sides. But if two people choose each other fully, with honesty, accountability, and emotional maturity, they can turn the worst moment into a turning point. Because relationships don't break from mistakes. They break when people stop trying.